From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. Let's go, baby. Let's turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Regular.
Brady now on first down. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And that'll bring up second down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Switzer. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first. On 1st and 10 is counter. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
Line 80, quarter. I'm coming after you. Mike, 53.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
All right, now, black 20. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. 77. 52. Bud. 52's the mark, boys. 52.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch QB drop.
Now Brady. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Deuce, 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 deuce. Hey, hey! Shadow!
1st down, here's White. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, 66.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, exit.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Wait, set. 380. Check. 55 to Mike. Hey, check. Ozzy.
So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Wait, set. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Go, Bandit.
They'll run for it. This is White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the Steelers' 5-yard line.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
Check. Double time. 3 down.
Right to the end.
Here's Brady to throw. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are now on the board here in the first half. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Check. 53. Check.
Now Roethlisberger.
I'm coming after you.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go. Black 20.
Tight dog.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Patriots 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
25, check 25, check 25.
Operating from the gun, Brady. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
March 50, March 50, March 50. Let's go, tight end. Hey, ball 66.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White.
Watch the pass.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady to Gordon, out left. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Brady's throw there complete.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Tight right. We got
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Steven Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Steelers.
Like 5!
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's Washington. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Pittsburgh.
Bring it. White 80. 51. Watch the screen. Pass. 44.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, guys.
Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Wait, that 380.
Check 55, Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Gostkowski's kick is good. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On the run is Connor. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
That 180.
53, Mike. Down to lose one.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. The 20. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
230.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is White. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Brady now to throw. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
53. Check 55 to Mike.
He don't know no better. Hey, check it.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete. It's Gordon. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Alabama, 380, 55. Who that? Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's set a tone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Switzer on the return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. On second down, Samuels. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 28-yard line.
Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Black 30.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Black
Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to let this go. Back back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Does the big boy have the juice? And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, that 53. Right there in the middle. 55. All day, dog.
From midfield, here's Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brady going to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Play 20. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Rip.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. White's got a 1st down and more. This is caught. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go, D. Hey, goal 66.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they get
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Sugar!
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Get that. 230. 58 right there. We got to get the ball, D. Get the
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Pittsburgh, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles...